And boy, last night I was knocked out for 6, man. I was like, probably just woke up from about a 12, 13 hour sleep. And yeah, just pounding headache I just can't seem to get rid of. Um, Body aches as well. And it seems to come in waves sometimes. Like sometimes it's like agonizing and sometimes it just goes away and then I can feel fine. And I think I'm getting coming out of it, it's so weird. But yeah, I just still have this weird pressure in my head. Um, but yeah, like it's been really hard to like some yesterday was probably the worst day where I just kept falling asleep sometimes and then I'd wake up and I'd feel fine, but then like I'd fall back to sleep and then I'd just feel dizzy and yeah, so it's like a bit all over the place. No new symptoms in terms of nose. Like nose is still a little bit like congested with that like dusty feeling, not a mucusy feeling, but no cough, no nothing. Yesterday I had a few moments where I was sort of panicking a little bit, so I thought maybe I was struggling to breathe, but it was only like momentarily, and I think it's because the fever kind of comes on. It's like a quick rush. It kind of gets me by surprise, and then I think that it's just going to keep rising and rising. But with a bit of slow deep breathing from my meditation practicing, it seems to slow down, and so I think it's probably just more anxiety than anything. Um, but when you are going through it and you know that you have the virus, the anxiety is tenfold from when you don't have the virus and you think that you may have it. So, um, yeah, look, not really much else to say at this point. I'll put another little update in later. So it's about 6:30 p.m. out here, and the sun is doing an absolutely beautiful thing out here on my balcony. I don't know if you can really see that. And it's just yeah, it's just been such a beautiful reminder for me. I've just been standing out there and just kind of standing in silence, and I finally sort of had a moment where I haven't really experienced any pain or dizziness, so it was really nice. And it's got me like really thinking, when I keep falling asleep and waking back up, falling asleep, waking back up today. And as I was sleeping earlier, or almost sort of that mid state, when you're almost asleep but you're not asleep, I was really thinking about, I guess, a lot of past emotions and things of, me having a partner here with me, or just having that social contact with people and being able to interact and have gatherings with people and go out and see people, and just share, both give and receive love. And I know, for a lot of us, we're really in that same boat where yeah, we are feeling quite lonely right now, and it's probably only going to get worse from here in terms of the isolation and everything. So look, I just wanted to say that, and I talked about this with my dad in the podcast last week, but look, now is a time where it's so important to really look at what you do have and not what you don't have. Because it's very easy to think, oh well, I'm I don't have my job, I don't have a loved one, or maybe if you're single, it's very, when am I going to be able to find a partner again if no one's socially connecting? And these are the types of things that can really get us down. But if we think more on the side of, okay, well, what do I have? For me personally, like, I'm so incredibly grateful for the community that's reached out during all this, but also, like, I've got my two brothers who I live with who have been incredible throughout this, and they've been taking care of me, and just yeah, really stepped up to the plate to, in a time like this. And my other family members as well have all done their part, and my sister as well has sent many care packages of food and resources, and I've had some other friends who have also done the same thing. And it's just so beautiful, and it really warms my heart, and I feel incredibly grateful that I have that. And so I suppose I just want to encourage you guys during this time to yeah, really try and do that as well. If you have kids, if you have a partner, if you if you do have your job still, what I should say, yeah, if you have kids, or a partner or something, give them an extra hug. I'm assuming you're living in the same house and you're isolating and doing all the right things, so you should be safe from the virus. So give them a really extra big hug tonight, and really, really appreciate that. Maybe do something you don't normally do to really show them how much you love them. Um, because yeah, like I said, if you start thinking about the things you don't have, that's only going to perpetuate over time, and we know that we're going to be in this situation for many months. So it's important now that we nip it in the bud and we prevent getting to that point where it really dawns on us all the things we don't have. So yeah, one little message I just been thinking about today and looking at the beauty of everything that's going on out here. Because the other thing is, it wasn't that too long ago that we were really in pain because of the bushfires, and I remember like I was getting so down every time I'd look outside. I would see just absolute grey and darkness, and then the smell of bushfire really got me down. But you know what? We don't have that anymore, and that's such a beautiful thing. And we all got through that. We all got through that because we all rallied together as a country and as communities and everything, and we can do that now throughout this. So yeah, look, I mean, I'm incredibly grateful that I can step outside on my balcony and just take a big deep breath of fresh air and look at the sun and everything, because the weather's been really beautiful lately, actually, even though we've been, well, I mean, locked indoors and everything. So that's my message in this little post. But yeah, it's just something to think about.